Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 22nd of December 2021. I hope you had a wonderful solstice yesterday. We have a couple of days of some sort of lull in the energies before the next major aspect, which is the third and final Saturn square Uranus transition that's going on Christmas Eve. So for today, energies for today, we have the moon in Leo all day, and it's going to trine the Mars in Sagittarius and Chiron in Aries. So we have a lot of fire energy, supportive fire energy that helps us to take action for healing ourselves. And then later on in the day, the moon is going to activate this upcoming square on the 24th, because the moon's going to be in opposition to Saturn and then square Uranus. So we've got this push-pull between sort of our taking responsibility for ourselves, our limitations, obstacles, what's holding us back against breakthrough and revolution and freedom and the new. And we can tune in with the moon into our emotions and our intuition and shine a light on the areas of conflict that are likely to come up on the 24th. So this type of energy sort of helps us to prepare for when the larger aspects hit. So we're sort of, already starting to get into alignment with what's coming up. So that's the astrology. Let's do some tarot and some oracles for the day. We're going to use the wisdom of the oracle cards first of all. So what do we need to know for today? 22nd of December 2021. It's still very still, very quiet, very subdued outside, very grey. It almost feels like the whole of the world outside has just come to rest at the solstice energies. Sort of taking a breath, taking a pause before starting to have energy to start growing and energising everything again. It's almost spooky and eerie out there, but I quite like that. So what do we need to know for today, the 22nd of December 2021? What do we need to know? Take that card out, it was quite okay. Yep. Let's see what else we need to know for today. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Observer. That's very sort of potent energies for sort of how it feels outside in this stillness. Nothing's going on, everything's at a state of silence and stillness, and a perfect time just to be the observer. Then we have to the sea again, getting ready to sail, to set sail on a new journey. And higher power, connecting into source energy, to our higher selves, to uncover the truth be told. Keeping in balance, very Libran card. Digging deep into the source of the truth at this time of year. So that's the oracle cards. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Gonna come out. Come on, cards. This box is so sellotaped up with you from years of use. Okay, they're all out. Look, pages come missing. So this is one of my oldest decks. One of my old faves. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? Messages for the collective from Spirit for the 22nd of December 2021. What do we need to know? How can we navigate the energies of today? What does humanity and the collective need to know for today, the 22nd of December 2021? Okay, let's see what we've got. So where we are at the moment, we have the Four of Swords, truce. In the background, the subconscious, we have the Nine of Cups, happiness. Mentally, we have the Prince of Cups. From the heart, we have the Nine of Discs. In front of us, we have the Prince of Swords. Now, action, we have the Ace of Discs. What's working for us, the Ten of Discs. And what's working against us is art. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Cups, luxury. Okay, we've got the Lovers. And we've got the King of Cups there. Okay, so where we find ourselves, the Four of Swords, Jupiter in Libra, truce. So in lots of decks, the Four of Swords actually shows a knight laying down on a bed or something, and then all the swords hanging down beside him. And the Four of Swords is just taking a break, taking time out to heal ourselves, coming back to ourselves. The last week or so has been quite intense energy-wise, and we've got a couple of days of sort of respite and a lull in the energies before the next big tide, the next big wave comes in hitting us. So just taking time out to nurture ourselves. In the background, the Moon card, which is our emotions, our intuition, what's going on in the subconscious, and just out of view, we have the Nine of Cups, the wish card, the emotional wish card. What are you wishing for? What are you dreaming of? You know, sort of, yeah, what's your heart's desires coming up from the subconscious? In the mind position, the Mercury card, which is information, communication, the details of things, we have the Prince of Cups, messages coming in for about the emotions. These can be coming up from the subconscious, they could be coming in from somebody outside of us, they could be coming in across social media, or, you know, sort of however messages, somebody could send you a love letter, you know, any of these things, but it's about messages coming in, just the information just coming in as we need it. Okay, the Venus card, which is about our values around love and money, about relationships, about beauty, harmony in our lives, how we get on with others. We have the Nine of Discs, gain, and this is about developing self-confidence, independence, being fine on your own, living by your own rules around love and around money. What are the new rules that you're writing? So we have, let me just put my glasses on, see the glyphs. It will be in Virgo. We have Venus in Virgo, the details of our values around love and around money. Just going back to the happiness, the Nine of Cups, we've got Jupiter in Pisces. That expanded sense of wishes and intentions, casting the seeds for things to emerge into our lives. Okay. So yeah, Nine of Discs is more detail orientated, really looking at sort of what we value around love and money in our lives. The Sun card, what's consciously in front of us, our core energy and vitality, and how we shine out in life. We have another prince, we have the Prince of Swords, and again we've got messages coming through. These messages are coming through quickly. Okay, can be through social media or electronic communication. That's how most of us communicate these days, isn't it? Lightning thoughts coming through that can enlighten us in the moment. The Mars card, which is taking action, our will, our drive, determination, our creativity. We have the Ace of Discs. We have new opportunities opening up, new pathways to step upon. This is taking me back to the sea. Okay, where are we setting sail for? Where are we going on this next stage of our journey? The Jupiter card, which is hope, opportunity, good luck, good fortune, expansiveness, freedom, justice. The setting firm foundations. There could be financial rewards coming in that sort of give us a sense of stability and security to step onto our new direction, that new opportunity opening. It could be connection with the family and our foundations. But it all depends where you find your sense of security and stability in life. Personally, I've been self-employed for over 20 years. I no longer look for security. Or financial security. I have financial serenity. Just trusting that money's always going to come in as and when I need it. It has done for the last 20 odd years, and I'm always thankful and have gratitude for, still being here doing what I do. Because I'm quite left field, not mainstream in how I've lived my life, and here I am. I must be doing something right. So however you find your stability and your foundations and things like that, whether it comes from family and generations or you found it within yourself, then however it works for you is going to be working for you at the moment. The Saturn card, limitations, restrictions, obstacles, responsibility, things like that. We have art. Art in this deck is temperance. It's about the balancing of energies and things like that. And in this position, it's really saying to me that ultimately we're responsible for balancing our energies and things like that. And finding our own security and things, rather than relying on family and other people and things. Again, it goes back to the Venus card, the values. At the moment, with Venus going retrograde in Capricorn, we are really being called to examine our values around love and money. So that sort of security in yourself, that balance in yourself, that trusting and self-confidence in yourself to provide all of this. I will say that, and I will say I've just looked at sort of the cards that sort of came out for the underneath. I was just about to say in connection and in co-creation with the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and I looked down at the cards and that is what was speaking to me from them. So the cards that came out, we had the Four of Cups, luxury, the Moon in Cancer. The Moon in Cancer, the Moon is at home in its sign of Cancer. The Moon rules Cancer. And the Four of Cups. In this card, it's called luxury. It's about, taking too much and not sort of circular in it, background, being in flow with it. see sort of the energy comes from above into the cups, but it's not going down to be grounded to come back up. Oops. So really make sure, one, we're showing gratitude for what we're receiving, but also, you know, keeping the circle going. As we receive, so we give. And this can be emotionally. What we have here is the Lovers and the Knight of Cups, which in other decks is the King of Cups. And so we may have a choice, to make. It can be around balancing our divine masculine and divine feminine energies within ourselves, and ultimately to come into being in our own power emotionally. Okay, the Kings for me are all about sort of being in the power of that element, and with the King of Cups, it's about being in the power of your emotions, being balanced, being so. Comes back to it, it's our responsibility to find that balance. Okay, and yeah, being in connection with that higher power. So making sure, we maybe need to examine sort of where we are at the moment and make sure that we're not excuse me, just receiving, but we're also giving back and are in this communion with the divine feminine and divine masculine, and energies bigger than us, being guided by those higher powers. Okay, I'm just going to do a work your light card for a bit more insight into this. So recharging ourselves on these levels in these days of lull in between the big energies can really prepare us so that when the big wave hits, we're as prepared as we can be to deal with those energies. Tomorrow, I've put my moon diary away, but I know tomorrow we've just got the moon in Leo, and it's not forming any aspects all day. This is from UK time. Obviously, if you're in different places around the world, then the energy is going to be different. But from Greenwich Mean Time, the UK time, then the moon isn't making any aspects all day. So we're just being, just have the energy of the moon in Leo, which is quite rare, the sort of the moon not making any aspects all day. So anyway, what do we need to know first? So inner temple again, coming back to ourselves, making sure that we're in the right space, we're balanced, we're coming back into our heart devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Talking about sort of the emotional energies here, and it is really making sure that us are on the 3D human level, are in the right place and connected to the higher energies, to be balanced, for ready for when the next wave hits. Okay, so that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed that. If it did resonate with you, then please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications. And if you'd like personal readings from me, then please contact me at the email address below. Okay, thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.